So a good evening from Vipassana Dura Buddhist Center, Kingdom of Cambodia, and today I'm taking this great opportunity to share the knowledge related to Abhidhamma, the profound teaching of Buddhism. And the knowledge related to Abhidhamma incorporated in Abhidhamma is going to be shared from the book named or entitled A Manual of Abhidhamma. It is downloadable from the Google. You just type a manual of Abhidhamma or Abhidhamma Sangha, and you can type that Abhidhamma Sangha. And today we are going to talk the remaining books from the page 19, page 19. Pugala Panyati, the designation of individuals. In the method of exposition, this book resembles Anguttara Nikaya of the Sutta Pitaka. Instead of dealing with various dhammas, it deals with various types of individuals. There are 10 chapters in this book. The first chapter deals with single individuals, the second with pairs, the third with groups of 3, etc. In extent, it exceeds 5 Bhanavaras. យើងគឺសភៅពុគលបញ្ញត្តិបករណៈគឺតកតងទៅនឹងរៀបរាប់ពីប្រភេទរបស់បុគ្គលហើយតាមការប្រែនេះគឺគេរៀបរាប់អំពីអ្វីដែលមាននៅក្នុងអង្គុត្តរនិកាយព្រោះអត់រៀបរាប់ពីពធអីផ្សេងៗទេប៉ុន្តែរៀបរាប់ពីប្រភេទនៃបុគ្គលគឺក្នុងសៀវភៅនេះអញ្ចឹងមានចំនួន 40,000 អក្សរមានចំនួន 40,000 អក្សរ So Pugala Panyati means designation of the individuals. So instead of discussing, elaborating various types of doctrine or dharma in Buddhism, it explains the various types of individual, like there are different personalities in the world according to Buddhism, and it represents the facts which are incorporated in Anguttara Nikaya. So Anguttara Nikaya is the one of the section of discourses. So according to Buddhism, there are 5 Nikayas in Sutta Pitaka. So Pugala Panyati, the designation of individuals, resembles the facts which are incorporated in Anguttara Nikaya. Okay, so Katavatu, points of controversy. The authorship of this treatise is ascribed to Venerable Muggaliputta Tisatera, who flourished in the time of King Dhammasoka. So the author of this book is Most Venerable Arahant Muggaliputta Tissa. ព្រោះសិភៅនេះគឺបានចារដោយព្រះអរហន្តមុគលិពុទ្ធទិសៈហើយព្រះអង្គបានគង់នៅសម័យមហារាជធម្មសោក So this book was written by Most Venerable Muggaliputta Tissa, and he was an Arahant, and he lived at the time of the Emperor Asoka. And if you want to go further to the history, in the search of who is Emperor Asoka, you will get to know who he is. And so this book is written in 3rd century during the reign of Emperor Asoka. And this book was included to the 7 treatises of Abhidhamma during that time, and this is treated as regarded as the later one, which was included to the Abhidhamma treatises in 3rd century and during the third councils. During the third council ចឹងសិភៅនេះបានបញ្ចូលទៅក្នុងព្រះអភិធម្មគឺនៅពុទ្ធសករាជទី3នៅសង្គានាទី3ណាគឺសម័យមហារាជអសោកសិភៅកតាវត្ថុ Okay, so this is the later treatise which included into Abhidhamma, and according to the Attasalini, the commentary. So Attasalini is the commentary of Abhidhamma, the 7 treatises. So according to the Attasalini, states that it contains 1,000 suttas. So according to the Attasalini, Katavattu contains how many? 1,000 suttas or 1,000 discourses. អញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងអត្តសាលីនេះគឺអត្តកថារបស់អភិធម្មគឺកតាវត្ថុមានប្រសូតចំនួន 1000 ប្រសូត Okay, so there are 1,000 like 1,000 suttas or discourses in Katavattu, and 500 orthodox. So out of 1,000 there are 500 orthodox and 500 heterodox. So I mean, among 1,000 suttas there are 500 orthodox and 500 heterodox. So I mean, orthodox mean the traditional philosophy or traditionally accepted philosophy in Buddhism, and heterodox is opposite, is otherwise. It's not traditionally accepted as philosophy. In extent, it is about the size of Digha Nikaya. So Digha Nikaya បើទំហំនៃកតាវត្ថុគឺតាមគេវិភាគនេះគឺប៉ុនសឹងតែប៉ុនទីឃនិកាយ so its size, you know, I mean in extent it is about the size of Digha Nikaya. So Digha Nikaya consists of 34 discourses. Yes, 34 discourses. So it's such a big section in Sutta Pitaka. This book deals with 216 controversies. 216 controversies, and is divided into 23 chapters. So let me explain you the reason for writing the book, because at that time, I mean after the Buddha passing away, there are many, you know, philosophical controversies related to Buddhism. There are many concepts, there are many conceptualized notions, conceptualized ideas related to the profound teaching of Buddhism or to the core teaching of Buddhism. There are many controversies. So the reason which made Most Venerable Moggaliputthadis to write this book is to overcome or to destroy the philosophical controversies related to Buddhism. So in this book, the 216 controversies are discussed in relation with Buddhist philosophy, and it is divided into 33 chapters. Okay, 30. So Katavattu has 23 chapters. ហើយដែលធ្វើឲ្យព្រះអង្គបានទៅសេកតាវត្ថុហ្នឹងគឺក្នុងនេះគឺយ៉ាងនិយាយថាសម័យពេលដែលព្រះអង្គបានចូលព្រះនិព្វានហើយគឺមានទស្សនៈផ្សេងដែលតាក់ទងទៅនឹងពុទ្ធសាសនាធ្វើឲ្យមានការយល់ច្រឡំមានមតិផ្សេងដូចថារញ៉េរញ៉ៃក្នុងសាសនាអញ្ចឹងបានព្រះអង្គលោកទៅសេដើម្បីបំបត្តិភាពរញ៉េរញ៉ៃភាពយល់ច្រឡំនៅក្នុងសាសនាហ្នឹង Okay, then we move to Yamaka, the books of pairs. It is so called owing to its method of treatment. Throughout the book, a question and its converse are found grouped together. For instance, the first pair of the first chapter of the book, which deals with roots, runs as follows. Are all wholesome dhammas wholesome roots? And are all wholesome roots wholesome dhammas? So yamaka means pair. So I mean it explains the doctrine of Buddhism in pairs, like couple. I mean in like when it comes to number like only two, or that's we call pairs. For example, and the way the book explains or elaborates is in the way that using the questions and answer. For example, are all wholesome dhammas wholesome roots? So it's the one question. And the second question, and are all wholesome roots wholesome dhammas? So this is the way that Yamaka, the book of pairs, elaborates the teaching of the Buddha. This book is divided into 10 chapters, namely Mula, roots, Khanda, aggregates, Ayatana, bases, Dhatu, elements, Satya, truth, Sankhara, conditioned things, Anusaya, latent dispositions, Chitta, consciousness, Dhamma, and Indriya, controlling faculties. In extent, it contains 120 Banavaras. So we are in page number 20. Now, po nyom tumpo ti mapai. Po,យើងកំពុងនៅទំព័រទី20យើងពិភាក្សាពីយាមកៈព្រោះយាមកៈជាសភៅដែលរៀបរាប់ពីធម៌អ្វីដែលជាគូហើយនៅក្នុងនោះក៏បានរៀបរាប់ពីមូលខណ្ឌអាយតនៈសច្ចៈសង្ខារៈអនុសយៈចិត្តៈធម្មៈឥន្ទ្រិយជាដើមចឹងទៅ Okay, so it is the content of Yamaka, the book of pairs, and it contains 120 Banavaras. It means 960 letters are incorporated in Yamaka. 960,000, okay, 960,000 letters are incorporated in Yamaka, or the book of pairs. Then Patthana, the book of casual relation, okay, Patthana, the book of casual relation. ហ្នឹងហើយឥឡូវយើងមកសភៅទី7គឺ Patthana គឺ Patthana រៀបរាប់ពីភាគច្រើនតកតងទៅនឹងបដិច្ចសមុបាទ ហេតុនិងផលបច្ច័យជាដើមអញ្ចឹងទៅ This is the most important and the most voluminous book of Abhidhamma Pitaka. អញ្ចឹងក្នុងការបញ្ជាក់នេះគឺរវាងអភិធម្ម7ក្បាលហ្នឹងសភៅនេះគឺជាសភៅដែលសំខាន់បំផុតហើយអស្ចារ្យបំផុត One who patiently reads this treatise cannot but admire the profound wisdom and penetrative insight of the Buddha. ការអានបឋានៈគឺធ្វើឲ្យអ្នកដែលអាននឹងមានសទ្ធាជ្រះថ្លាទៅនឹងបញ្ញាញាណរបស់ព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធ So one who patiently read this book, you know, will profess the faith in the Buddha. I mean, admiring his profound wisdom or the greatest wisdom, you know, like how penetrative his wisdom is. It is such great wisdom he has. There is no doubt of facts that to produce such an elaborate and learned treatise, one must certainly be an intellectual genius. You know, like, so you can understand from this sentence that there is no doubt of fact that to produce such an elaborate, learned treatise, one must certainly be an intellectual genius. So it's understandable, it's obvious that Patthana is the most profound and the most philosophical and complicated teaching in Buddhism, and to understand it you must be intellectual genius ណាចឹងក៏អាត្មានិយាយខ្មែរសង្ខេបតិចទៅគឺគេចង់ចែកឡើងនេះគឺដើម្បីរៀនបឋានៈគឺបញ្ញាធម្មតាមិនអាចរៀនបានទេគឺបុគ្គលនឹងថា must be intellectual genius អ្នកគឺអ្នកត្រូវមានបញ្ញាខ្ពស់ណាស់ដើម្បីយល់ធម៌នេះចឹងបានអាត្មាតែងតែរំលឹកនឹងរៀនព្រះអភិធម្មក៏រៀនទៅប៉ុន្តែកុំព្យាយាមយកទៅពិចារណាគិតថាវាចឹងឬមែនពីព្រោះយើងមិនអាចពិចារណាបានទេពីព្រោះបញ្ញាយើងមិនដូចជាព្រះអរហន្តឬក៏មិនដូចជាព្រះសម្មាសម្ពុទ្ធអញ្ចឹងគាត់តែយើងយល់មកយល់ទៅបានណាគាត់តែដឹងអញ្ចឹងទៅបានណា Okay, so that's why it is such a profound teaching in Buddhism. The term Patthana is composed of the prefix pa, but, various, and thana, relation or condition. So Patthana literally is meant in two ways. So pa means Patthana, pa is the prefix, pa means various, okay, pa means various, thana, relation or condition. So collectively Patthana means the books of various relations or various conditions. Okay, it is so called because it deals with the 24 modes of casual relation. Okay, so the reason of naming Patthana because it elaborates and describes the 24 modes of casual relation. So casual relation in Buddhism is kinds of relativism that if there is a cause, there is an effect. So it is interconnected. The cause and effect are interconnected according to Buddhism. So, and it also deals with describing the triplets and couplets and the tika or dukkha, and it is mentioned in the Dhammasangini. So if you want to study, you can refer to the book A Manual of Abhidhamma. So we are studying the profound teaching of Buddhism. So we are now in the page of number 20. So my friends who are interested in learning Abhidhamma, you can download the book A Manual of Abhidhamma. ចឹងយើងនៅទំព័រទី20ហ្នឹងហើយហេតុដែលធ្វើគឺហេតុដែលដាក់ឈ្មោះបឋានហ្នឹងគឺមានហេតុពីព្រោះបឋានហ្នឹងគឺរៀបរាប់អំពីណាហេតុបច្ច័យអីជាដើមចឹងទៅគឺបហ្នឹងមានន័យថាផ្សេងឬក៏ច្រើនឋានៈមានន័យថាហេតុបច្ច័យអីជាដើមចឹងទៅអញ្ចឹងក្នុងបឋានគឺរៀបរាប់ពីហេតុនិងបច្ច័យក្នុងពិធីផ្សេងឬក៏ក្នុងការរៀបរាប់ផ្សេង Okay. The importance attached to this treatise, also known as Mahapakarana, ឈ្មោះមួយទៀតរបស់សភៅនេះគឺ Mahapakarana មិនត្រឹមតែ Patthana ទេ So this is another name of Patthana. Mahapakarana, it means the great book, could be gauged by the words of Attasalini, which states. So the following statement will make you feel that how this book is so-called important or so-called philosophical or profound. Okay, and while he contemplated, he here refers to Buddha, and while he contemplated the contents of the Dhammasangini, his body did not emit rays. And similarly with the contemplation of the next 5 books. But when coming to the great book, it means the Mahapakarana or Patthana, when coming to the great book, he began to contemplate the 24 universal casual relations of condition, of presentation, and so on. His omniscience certainly found its opportunity therein. ចឹងកន្លែងនេះគឺតកតងទៅនឹងតាមអត្តសាលនេះឬក៏អត្តកថារបស់ព្រះអភិធម្មគឺចង់បញ្ជាក់ថាគឺព្រះ ปัฏฐานะประการนั้นคือมีนรัดกูมีเพียบอจาครั้งนะหรือเป็นได้ยังเปรียบเทียบจมูกสภาพเสียงจังขนมเอาไว้ได้อัตสาเลนีบานเรียบรวบที่ภาษาอังกฤษนี้เป็นได้บอกอังบานจำรานเพียบนี้หรือกรมลึกแต่สภาพประมวยนั้นสภาพเสียงนั้นคือเรียงกายของบอกอังด้วยมันเซอร์มีนปลือไอเตะผลท้ายเป็นได้บอกอังจับได้เนี่ย but when coming to the great book he began to contemplate the 24 universal casual relations of condition. His omniscience suddenly found its opportunity therein. นะเป็นได้บอกอังบานรำลึกหรือก็สมาธิพิจารณาในทั่วไว้ในขนมปัฏฐานอัตคือทั่วบอกอังมีนปัญญาเย็นขบวคือเขาថា omniscience นั้นคือปัญญาเย็นแต่ดึงกรุ๊ปซับទាំងអស់ yeah so his omniscience was found okay was found its opportunity therein so only contemplating on the factors or the core teaching incorporated in Patthana the omniscience or the net of knowledge of the Buddha can be established so it is according to the Attasalini statement confirming that Attasalini or I'm sorry the Patthana is the most profound book among the servants ចឹងឥឡូវយើងចាប់ដើមចូលរៀនឥឡូវយើងរៀបរាប់ពីសភៅ7ចប់ហើយឥឡូវយើងចូលរៀនព្រះអភិធម្មព្រះអភិធម្មទំព័រទី21គុណម្ចាស់ណាចង់រៀនអាចចូលបានទំព័រទី21សភៅនឹងឈ្មោះថា A Manual of Abhidhamma អូខេ Abhidhammatha subject matter Tattavutta Abhidhammatha Chatudha Paramathato Chittang Cetasikang Rupang Nibbanamiti Sabbata so the translation the meaning goes like this in an ultimate sense the categories of Abhidhamma mentioned therein are fourfold in all so Tattavutta Abhidhammatha Chatudha Paramathato Chittang Cetasikang Rupang Nibbanamiti Sabbata so according to the Abhidhamma according to Abhidhamma I mean but from the ultimate sense I will elaborate and explain what is the difference between ultimate sense and conventional sense so according to Abhidhamma there are fourfold we call dhammas or we cannot use the condition phenomena but let us use dhammas or we can use there are fourfold things in Abhidhamma first one is consciousness second is mental states matter and nibbana so here chittang one is chitta is consciousness and cetasika mental states rupa matter nibbana we can say nirvana or enlightenment អញ្ចឹងនៅក្នុងព្រះអភិធម្មគឺពិភាក្សាពីធម៌ទាំង4មានចិត្តចេតសិកហើយនិងរូបនិព្វាន so Abhidhamma discusses four things okay let me remind you again one is consciousness or in Pali we call chitta mental states in Pali we call cetasika and matter in Pali we call rupa and nibbana it is the same enlightenment or we can say enlightenment so notes we are in page number 21 យើងនៅទំព័រទី21 there are two realities okay according to Buddhism there are two realities according to Buddhism apparent and ultimate okay one is apparent another one is ultimate apparent reality is ordinary conventional truth okay so there are two realities according to Buddhism and it is very crucial to take these two truths into account, into consideration, because when you learn Abhidhamma, you have to know the difference between these two truths. So one is ordinary conventional truth. Okay, it's the first one. Can you remember? We are in page number 21. Ordinary conventional truth. In Pali we call Sammuti Satya. Sammuti Satya. Ultimate reality is abstract truth. So another one is ultimate reality, or we can say abstract reality. So this is the English translation, ultimate reality, and in Pali it is called Paramatta Satya. Paramatta Satya. So there are two truths in Buddhism. One is Sammuti Satya, another one is Paramatta Satya. Sammuti Satya means ordinary conventional truth, and another one is ultimate truth. ចឹងមានក្នុងពុទ្ធសាសនាគឺសច្ចៈនឹងគឺមានពីរមានសម្មុតិសច្ចៈហើយនិងបរមត្តសច្ចៈ អញ្ចឹងក្នុងការរៀនអភិធម្មយើងត្រូវចាំពាក្យពីរហ្នឹងពីព្រោះបើយើងមិនអាចយល់ពីដូចថាភាពខុសគ្នានៃសច្ចធម៌ពីរហ្នឹងទេគឺអាចធ្វើឲ្យយើងមានការយល់ច្រឡំមានការសង្ស័យច្រើនក្នុងការរៀនព្រះអភិធម្ម Okay. For instance, the smooth surface of table we said is apparent reality. Okay. In an ultimate sense, the apparent surface consists of forces and qualities, or in other words, vibration. So, like in terms of conventional truth, or in terms of ordinary truth, the smooth surface of the table we said is apparent reality. Like we call it the surface of the table. But when it comes to the ultimate truth, okay, when it comes to ultimate truth, it is considered, it is treated that, it is regarded that the surface, the apparent surface consists of forces and qualities. So this is the way it is interpreted into two ways to understand, to distinguish the difference between ultimate truth and conventional truth. So furthermore, this another next example will be more understandable, will be clearer than the former one. So let me finish by giving this simile. For ordinary purposes, a scientist would use the term water, but in the laboratory he would say H2O. Okay, I mean normally everyone, every single of us, you know, we call it water. Okay, I mean it is conventional and it is acceptable by everyone that is water, and scientists they call it water. But in the laboratory, in the laboratory, the scientists call the water as H2O. H2O. So H stands for hydrogen, and 2 is 2 atoms of hydrogen. O stands for oxygen, one atom of oxygen. So the combination of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen, the water comes into existence. Okay, in the same way, so now hopefully you can understand the difference between ultimate truth and conventional or ordinary truth. In the same way, the Buddha in the Sutta Pitaka resorts to conventional usage such as man, a woman, being, self, etc. But in the Abhidhamma, Pitaka, he adopts a different mode of expression. Here he employs the analytical method and uses abstract terms such as aggregates, elements, bases, etc. So let me explain you in a simple way. So in Sutta Pitaka, or the discourses, Buddha uses conventional terms, or we can say parlance or conventional terms for easily understanding, for the listeners. So he just, for explanation, for elaboration, he used terms such as man, animal. So the conventional terms are used, but in Abhidhamma, to identify man, woman, being, self, etc., Buddha chooses the abstract terms to identify the man, woman, and so on. So the abstract terms he used are like aggregates, like he recognizes the human as the composition of aggregates or khanda or elements and bases. So this is the two different between ultimate truth and conventional truth. So let me say this. For example, you, if your name is Tina, like you are the mother, you are the mother to your children, you are the daughter to your parents, you are the younger sister, you are the elder sister, you are a good friend, you are a colleague to your colleagues. So one person is identified in different names. It is for the sake of parlance, or for the sake of easily or to easily recognize or identify. That's why you use different name. But when it comes to reality, even you are signified, or even you are signified, or even you are characterized in different forms, or in different persons, or in different names. But when it comes to the ultimate truth or ultimate reality, you are just a composition of five aggregates, of elements and bases.